As you may have heard yesterday, CNN parted ways with anchor Don Lemon. I'm so thankful to have worked alongside him.
CNN this morning already looking different after Monday's dramatic shakeup.
I think it's a tough position to be in.
Don Lemon's name wiped from the show's logo.
We wish him the best.
His now former co-host Poppy Harlow and Kaitlan Collins addressing his ousting at the network, one day after the longtime anchor said he was blindsided and stunned.
So I want to step back for a moment and take a quick look at how we got here.
That's Don in his final broadcast Monday morning, unaware he was just hours away from a bombshell.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, April 25th. We do begin, though, with news about this show. In a statement, CNN CEO Chris Licht thanked Don for his contributions over the past 17 years. Don will forever be a part of the CNN family.
Of course, Don was a big part of this show over the last 6 months. He was one of the first anchors on CNN to have me on his show. That's something I'll obviously never forget.
What else might be unforgettable? Well, ET has learned that CNN staffers found out in real time as the news broke, leaving everyone floored by Don's exit.
Neither side is disputing that Don Lemon found out he was fired from his agent. CNN is saying, well, if Don had wanted to, he could have come into the office and had a meeting. Maybe Don did not want to have that, so he decided to go public instead.
Yeah, Don immediately fired off a response, calling out the cable news giant on Twitter, saying, I would have thought that someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly.
Don was one of my first friends here at CNN. I'm so thankful to have worked alongside him and for his support for nearly 15 years here.
What happened there? Because it seemed like he had weathered another storm.
I was not very surprised to see Don Lemon removed at CNN. In fact, what surprised me was that he was able to stay there for so long.
Don's firing comes after a blistering expose alleging he exhibited a pattern of troubling treatment of women and unprofessional antics. And remember when he was pulled off the air for making this sexist comment?
If you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Are you talking about prime for like childbearing, or are you talking about prime for being president?
What the facts are. Google it.
It was pretty clear that new management was not going to be a fan of Don Lemon. And yet he was moved from primetime to the morning show. And now clearly this is more than a demotion, it was a termination. I've sat across from him countless times, and I know he's a really talented broadcaster. So I think he's going to have a number of options out there.
As for Don's former gig, well, the news never sleeps, and it's back to work.
We are so proud of the dedicated team that works around the clock to bring you the news every morning, and our priority is you, the viewer. We're grateful you welcome us into your home each morning.
Absolutely. And of course, this morning we want to keep it with the focus on the news and where that belongs. So let's get to it.